I'm Kevin Berger. Over its 61 years, the Citizens League has been responsible for some of Minnesota's most successful policy innovations. They've been a leader in successful civic policymaking, engaging members in the process of defining and creatively solving policy problems. Their GenerationNow leadership visit is coming up in September, and here to tell us more is Sean Kershaw. He's Executive Director of the Citizens League. Welcome back to Newsmakers, Sean.
Thanks for having me.
So GenerationNow visits to other towns. What's this about?
It's really about both engaging the upcoming millennial generation, I say people between college and middle-age crisis, in the interest they already have in making our region better and the relationships they need with each other to help things get done. I mean, everyone knows it's really relationships that help anything succeed. So last year we took a group of about 50 people to Milwaukee. It was unbelievably successful. And this year we're taking a trip to Fargo in September.
And why do you go to these other towns?
There's really a couple reasons. There are exciting things happen in each of these communities. So in Milwaukee, there was a really amazing set of activities built around art and economic development. In Fargo, they've got a booming artist community. They're doing all sorts of things with entrepreneurship. So part of it is to go and learn what they're doing well. Enormous part of it is going and building these relationships with each other. The leaders here who either don't know each other and should, or know each other and want better opportunities to work together. You've got 3 days on a bus together the whole time with a chance to learn and see what we want to do when we get back here to the Twin Cities.
So it's a road trip with friends and friends-to-be, and then you go to these communities, and are the people who come, do they kind of pick and choose and look at what these other communities are doing successfully, maybe to replicate or evolve it and incorporate it into our life here? Exactly.
We'll be learning from some of the things they're doing in high tech out there, and again in the artist community. And we really are there to look at the successes they've had and the challenges they've had and say, what of that applies back here? And how do we use that information to make our region better? And so who do you interact with in the communities that you visit, which will be Fargo this time? Yeah, we're in Fargo. That will be, there's a really interesting group of new leaders out there, mostly in their 20s and 30s. There are people moving back to the community, so we partner with local leaders in this effort, business leaders, nonprofit leaders, political leaders, in learning about the community that we go to. So you still got some seats on that bus that's going to Fargo. Who are you looking for? Who would you like to encourage? Who might be watching right now that you say, we want you to come along? I hope anyone who's watching who's between out of college, moving into the workforce, who cares about the region here and wants to meet other people and help make the region better. You don't have to be in a formal leadership position. You don't have to be head of an organization. We want people from schools, from nonprofits, from the private sector, anyone who's really interested in what they can do to make our region better, our economy, our schools, nonprofits, all these things better, to check out the program and think about attending. When you say the region, what are you talking about exactly? You know, most of the participants are from the Twin Cities region, right. But we hope to get people actually from Mankato and St. Cloud and Duluth and Rochester because of all the exciting things that are happening in those communities. So really anyone who's in Minnesota would be eligible to go. Most of the participants will be from the Twin Cities area. And have you seen from the previous trips that some really significant relationships form? It's great that not only are relationships formed, but people engage in projects and things that would have never happened if it weren't for the trip. So that we have people working on economic development activities and activities in the agricultural sector and in the tourism sector that happened only because of the relationships that they made and what they learned last time on the trip to Milwaukee. A lot of it is about who you know. It exactly is. They will expand that through these relationships. Well, it sounds like a great idea. Want to tell people how, if you would like to learn more about the activities of the Citizen Leagues, but if you want to find out how to get involved with that trip to Fargo and the leadership event, it's citizensleague.org. I'm Kevin Berger. Thanks for watching.